Had a couple of 10-day contracts with the Houston Rockets. That's where I got my start from. First thing I started up was like a Harold's Chicken. The poor work for their money. The rich let their money work for themselves.
Have you ever paid for pussy?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Where? In DR? When y'all take your DR trips?
Yeah.
I knew it.
They on the other side. Oh well, fuck them, dog. We gon' see how hard they ride. I get racks to go outside and I split it with the guys. We up on the other side. Niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July.
I mean, Poppy, you real smooth and cool right now. Like, what's going on?
Be cool, baby.
We're rolling, right? All right. So, yes, thank you for joining us again on another episode of Necessarily Nicole. Today, I have the infamous Rob Layton. Welcome, Rob.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
Anytime.
So, I just wanted to catch up with you. As you know, I'm catching up with some of my friends.
Okay.
From Atlanta who are, like, in my opinion, the heavyweights and who have affected my life in various ways throughout my journey here in Atlanta. So let's just kick it off with some lightweight work, okay? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, how did we end up, well, let me rewind. Tell me a little bit about your background. Like, how did you get to where you are today?
Well,
starting with basketball, if some of y'all don't know that he's a heavyweight in basketball too.
Oh yeah, I started off in basketball, college, played high school, college, professional, played overseas, had a couple of 10-day contracts with the Houston Rockets. So that's where I got my start from. Where I built some of my capital from to eventually, start my own businesses and take off from there.
Okay.
When my first start came from basketball.
Exactly. So our little background, just giving y'all a little information, we're actually both from Chicago. So I think that's where the instant connection came in, because it was like, okay, you remind me of home. So it was cool. Sure. It was easy. So then when we realized, okay, we can hustle together and figure it out, let's do it. So what are you into now? Like, how did you transition out of basketball?
Oh yeah, so pretty much, you got to have some money out here. So yes. That's important. So I was always business oriented. So first thing I started up was like a Harold's Chicken.
Okay.
So I got off into the restaurant business.
In Chicago?
In Chicago first.
Okay.
And then after that, I used that money to trigger the tax businesses. So I started multiple tax services, as you know. I took that, rolled that over into stocks, real estate, fashion. So we just used one vehicle to generate income for the rest of the vehicles.
That's amazing. I mean, but you make it sound so easy, and it's not, love. I need you to speak to us in layman's terms. So okay, you were in basketball, right? What made you be like, okay, I'm transitioning out of basketball. What do I do?
See, life, you got to figure out life first. The key to life is to have multiple streams of income. So once I figured that out, I need 7 streams of income or more, I knew that I needed multiple businesses. So the mistake people make is, they take their money and they buy a car or they buy a house or they live check to check. So I knew initially that I wanted to take this to catapult this. So I used one business just to generate the income to start another business. So if I made $200,000 and $300,000 or $400,000, I took that and opened up 2 more locations. And then I used that money to buy a 6 unit. So it's just using different, enjoying your money down the line. Don't enjoy it early. You got to suffer in the beginning. You got to sacrifice in the beginning.
That's
you know what I mean? Because the poor work for their money. The rich let their money work for themselves. So if you understand that concept, then you'll understand multiple streams of income. So that's really it. It don't matter what business is it. It's having multiple streams of income, avoiding paying all the taxes and avoid working. You want to let your business do the work.
That's amazing, Rob. That's some really good information. You're giving real tea. And for those of y'all who are listening and watching, y'all need to pay attention to that, because this is one successful man, like, and he's one person that actually has taught me something. So, you know, that's kind of hard to come by. And he's open to giving advice and teaching you different things about how to make money, and not only how to make money, but to create multiple streams of income to provide passive income and generational wealth. So speaking on that too, how did you end up even, okay, so I know you got the tax business, right? Because we worked together on that. But I want you to like kind of dive into like when you told me about your first year, because I know sometimes when people like go into tax business, they're thinking like, oh, I'm about to make all this money, I'm about to get all the clients. And that doesn't typically always happen in your first year. So how was it for your first year? Because you told me a funny story with your first year.
What did I tell you? I don't remember.
You told me, but you were like, you
15
made
years
like
ago.
I think you had like 40, like you made like 40,000, I think. It wasn't like a big year, but you weren't like all that excited about it, but you didn't give up. So that's what kind of like gave me motivation. But you were just saying like you were just kind of coming out the league too. You're like, I gotta figure it out. Like,
Yeah, I mean, most businesses fail anyway the first 3 years, what they say. From 300 people to 500 people. I just knew like I got to produce like 10 Robs.
Yep.
So if I can get me to do something and I can get 9 other people to do what I'm doing, then I got 10 sources of income. So that was just my mindset. And then once that came along, I was just like, dang, I'm rolling now. But it's just like, you know what set in? It was like God gave me this for a reason. So it's like I got to serve God first. So I got to use what I got to help others. That's why I always share everything. And because I know it's like that's God's will, you know what I mean? Like I gave you this for a reason. So I need you to help others, empower others, you know what I mean? So I ain't just give you this just, you know, because you look good or something, you know.
That's deep.
So I knew that was going to, you know, trigger me. So once I used that and took money from that to start real estate, going to stocks, you know what I mean, help people out, you know, it was beautiful. You know, it's a good thing. A lot of people come from taxes too, you know.
They do.
So
They do.
you could tell like it's a higher power. It ain't just me. You know what I mean? A lot of people they became millionaires behind it. So it's a bigger plan.
And you are definitely a great leader because, like I said again, you are not afraid to share and help people grow. Like you're not afraid of it. And like even like sometimes when you help people start in different businesses and stuff like that, a lot of people are afraid to like let them go and branch off on their own. But you've never been that way. And you're like, okay, you want to do this? All right, cool. And sometimes like I even know that you've helped certain people get their start up for their other business ventures and stuff like that. So what made you get into stocks? Because that's still, even though it's still a numbers game, but it's still kind of difficult to understand stocks. And you do very well on it. And I know you day trade, correct? Yeah. So I know that's like not an easy task to get into. How did you get into that?
I mean, like I had a lot of mentors. So, you know, passive income is like very important. So, you know, the main thing is I think real estate is the best passive income. I think, you know, stocks is the second best. So I had a lot of mentors investing, but I just saw people that make $700-800 million a year that you never heard of. So it's like common sense. Like, man, I want to be, you know, a part of that market. You know what I mean? And it made sense because if you got the Amazons, the Apples, and the Facebooks, and those people are those companies are $1 trillion companies. So if you can invest with the $1 trillion companies and become a part of their success, that only makes sense to invest with the best. So you could benefit from them making money. You own a part of their company. So it was just like common sense. Like I wanna grow with them. You know what I mean?
That's true.
There's so much I could do, but if I can grow with the best, then that just made sense to invest. Then I just saw how much money was in it. Like anything, like I'm a numbers guy. I want to learn it, become a part of it, show my people that, empower them also. So I've been doing it like stocks for 15 years now.
I was gonna ask, like, how long did it take you for you to like master stocks, like for you to start seeing real income from it?
I wouldn't say like you'll never master stocks, but you empower yourself. You get the knowledge. You educate yourself. So it took me about 3 years, and I'm still learning 15 years later because nothing is guaranteed in life. But like if you understand long-term investing, that's the best thing to do because over a period of time, the financial stock market will grow.
Yes.
And you will make money. People have 401ks and they live off those once they retire. So it's proven model that you will make money for the long term. The day trading part of it is generating day-to-day income. Like you have a lifestyle. You cars, beautiful hair, necklaces. So I try to use that passive income to funnel my lifestyle. So I never ever spend my money. So if I make 1.3 million, I get to blow to 300,000 and reinvest $1 million. So I do that platform over and over and over, but I get to enjoy the excess money from it. So I'm never ever spending my own money.
That's right.
So it's funding what we call a lucrative lifestyle, spending other people's money.
Exactly.
That's it.
And
that's
that is your
the key.
brand.
Yeah, so.
And I need you to go a little harder with it because it is amazing and the message behind it is amazing. We're going to tag that too because the message behind it is amazing. And again, seeing young African American people being successful legitly is so good in my book, and like taking them off the streets because again, a lot of these people who started with taxes and things like that might have a background, might not know how to make money, and you put that knowledge.
But what we want to do is teach you how to make money. Saving is not the key. It's multiple streams of income the key. So a lot of people think, I want to save to have this, instead of thinking, I want to make money to have this. So we change the mindset. See, like rich and poor is not what you have, it's a result of your mind. So your mind is rich or poor, not what you have. So someone could take away everything I got today. I'm going to still be rich because it's rich in my mind. So being rich is a result of the principles I practice. So we have to get that mindset that I'm rich in my mind, and we're going to take the streams of income and we could do whatever we want. We can have whatever lifestyle we want. If you choose to blow 60, 80,000 at the strip club, which I would never do, but people do it.
Right.
You can do it because you have the streams of income coming in. Now, if you don't have that, you don't get to blow no money. If we're not making money investing, then you got to save. You go back to a saver. So we teach you how, if you take $1 million and you make 500,000, maybe put 200 up and blow the other 300, then we keep reinvesting it into different tools. If it's mutual funds, treasuries, bonds, real estate, stocks. So we generating a day-to-day passive income so you can enjoy your lifestyle. It's not about saving money. It's about creating multiple streams of income.
I love
that
that.
You can do the things you want.
I really, really love that because again, like, we grew, well, I'm not going to say our age, but we kind of grew up in a generation where our parents worked and then they worked them 40 years and then retired, like that's all we knew. So us branching off into doing our own thing and becoming our own business owners and stuff like that. I don't know about you, but from my parents, they were like nervous, and especially because like I just bought my first house and I was like, oh, I'm going into taxes full time, sayonara. Like I'm gone. My mom was like, what are you doing? Like she couldn't believe it. So that's amazing to change that mindset because it's kind of hard for us to branch out of that, especially as African Americans, because that's all we know. We got to save up and prepare for a rainy day because something always going to happen, right? So you got to prepare for that.
So imagine all the bad teachers you had in life. You had teachers teaching you algebra, teachers teaching you geometry. You got teachers teaching you things that they don't even practice themselves. A real teacher is somebody who could teach you what they practice every day. So we was brainwashed from the start to go to school, get a job, get a house, get a car note, work check to check, get wages. The key to life is no wages. You can't work. You can't have all your money taxed.
Exactly.
You can't learn from a teacher that doesn't practice what they teach every day. How can you teach me something that you're not how you gonna teach me algebra?
Exactly.
When do you practice algebra? Why do I need to learn this? Teach me about money.
Thank you.
Teach me about elevation, how to grow. Teach me about business. These are the things they never wanted to teach in school. So we was just kept in a box. And you're gonna go to school. You're gonna get a job. You're gonna get a car note. You're going to pay student loans. Why you think they'll give you a loan for school but not a loan for a business?
Exactly.
So you got to get out of that box and understand that you have to become a boss, you know. Entrepreneurs, we don't know what we're going to do in life, but you figure it out. Entrepreneurs, you figure out what you want to do. That's your mind. Just like you think you got to go to school and do this, figure out what you want to do. You can't pay taxes and keep half your money. You can't fall into that system. Why you think rich people get to write off all their income?
Exactly.
Because the laws are made for the rich. They don't got to pay no taxes. If they make $1 million, they get to write off $1 million. You work at a job, you get 60% of that away, 600,000 away. So you can't get rich paying taxes and working for someone, paying wages. It can't happen. Trust me.
You're right.
So
you are right. But again, he is dropping some real gems right now, and I hope y'all are soaking it up because these are things that I had to sit back and learn. Like when I was like deciding if I was gonna quit my job or not, I was like, listen to him, I was like, oh, forget it. I'm done. I've never looked back. That was in 2016.
So well.
I've never worked another job again. Thank you. Thank you.
Proud,
thank you so much. So one real question though. What would be like a safe amount for someone who's first starting off to invest in like stocks? Like what would be a good safe amount?
Well, 30,000 is what I tell people to try to start with, only because you get margin. So margin is like credit they give you, and they give you like 4 times your money. So if you put in 30, you get 120,000.
Right.
So you get the opportunity to whatever you buy, make 4 times that amount. So of course everybody don't have 30,000, so they could start with whatever they want. But initially, if you could ever get to that 30,000, you can use that to make 4 times your money, and then you can make a lot more money investing because it's like you working off credit. You know, that's like if you buy anything 4 times. If you got 4 businesses, you're gonna make more than you got with 1 business. So that's intriguing. So that's what I want. I would want everybody to get to that number so they can make more money. But you know, any amount would be good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A lot of people got 30,000. What if they want to invest like 100 to 500?
Yeah, I would say anything, because once you start the model, like getting your feet wet with investing, like your money is not doing anything sitting in the bank. You can't make nothing off interest. So if you get that money working and you understand the concept of investing, it's providing knowledge to you. It's providing some type of income. So whatever you can start with, I would encourage. I just know if you can get to the 25, 30, you got an opportunity to make 4 times what you would have made off, just not investing anything under that amount by using the margin that these platforms, Robinhood, E-Trade provide.
Okay, good. Good to know. Again, another gem. So how much do you say for the person who is working 9 to 5, how much or anybody, how much would you say we should put aside each check? Because even like myself, like I pay myself as a business owner, I still pay myself like I'm an employee, right? But how much would you set aside each time you pay yourself? Like what percentage?
I mean, that's kind of hard to say, because I think like a third of, you should pay yourself probably like a third of what you're making. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But the key is to take that. See, like the tax laws are taking like money you make from your business and rolling it over into another business.
Right.
That's the
Exactly.
best vehicle to use because you don't have no tax obligation. You don't have no capital gain. So the key is taking, these are the laws the rich made, the Bushes made for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If they make 50 million, they take it and buy 800 units.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main source. Like once you accept personal income, it's taxable.
Mm-hmm.
So long as you take money and roll it over into another vehicle to keep making you money, and it's like a 7-year loan, you could just take your profits. But that's the key to keep rolling it over, rolling it over, rolling it over. But I would say a third.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So with that being said, we gonna spice it up a little bit. I appreciate all that, but pause. Wait, do you have any upcoming classes coming up or anything? I know you just had one. Well, like not a class, but a session.
Seminars. Like I've
Yeah.
been focusing on like 7 streams. Like I did one in Atlanta, one in Houston, flying out. I'm doing one in Chicago next month. So really trying to help people start their own home tax business. So
Okay.
that's, we got over 200 businesses started up. So that's growing rapid, getting people into that entrepreneur mindset.
Okay, so again, we're gonna tag all your like social media handles
Sure.
and everything because again, these are good seminars to go to and you'll get a lot of information. You see how much information he just gave right now. But again, I kind of want to spice it up a little bit. I gotta get down and dirty. Okay, so you already got your drink. Okay, so but it's not the questions yet. I want to know like, okay, well, let me not jump ahead of myself. As a successful man in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it's hard to date?
It's not too hard to date. It's just you kind of like know what you're dealing with. Like Atlanta is a city where pretty much everyone, is about their money, women and men. so
Yes.
So, that's what it is. So if it's like sometimes that's the cards you dealt, then you playing what you dealt. You know what I mean? So I don't really have a super big expectation other than, what the cards I've been given. You know what I mean? I kind of like know what it is, Sometimes I could get lucky, but we'll see. But that's Atlanta GA for you.
I've heard that from so many men that I've interviewed. Like, y'all don't have any expectation. Like, and y'all don't take stuff too serious because I don't know. But why? Because there's so many good women out there.
Yeah,
though.
see, like it's growth. Like, so when you take something serious, when you have some longevity in it, like, you can make it past 3, 4, 5 months or something. Like some people don't even make it past 2 weeks. So
someone said a second date in my last interview, like they don't even
so
make
you
it
gotta
past
have some type of growth, and then you can start seeing people for who they are. But like a lot of stuff in Atlanta is like short term. You know what I mean? 2-3 month relationships. Like you gotta have some stability in there. So you can't really like be excited about nobody until you have some growth. That's all.
Okay. So, do you see yourself getting married? I know the answer to that, ladies, the real one. But
I mean,
let's see what he gonna tell y'all.
I really don't know what the future brings. Like, I mean,
That's a good
because it's like there's no way of knowing it. You could just say like, that's something that's very hard. But if that's in God's plan for me, I'm gonna accept it. But it's kind of hard to believe. But it's possible.
Why is that hard to believe?
Because it would have happened by now. Like I just believe like what's meant for you is meant for you. And why it's taking so long. You know what I mean? So it's like, see, like my life, like, I'm about success, and that's something I can't control. So I can control the business, I control the money.
I feel the same way.
So my focus is there. Like if God make a fall out the sky and that's what's in play for me, then I'm with it. But I can't control it. I can't
Right.
control that outcome. But you see, I can control my business.
Right.
So I could put all my effort in that until yeah, like I owe everything to God, without question. You know what I mean? It ain't no hesitation about that. So I just know the favor He has for me, the plan He has for me, and I can't forsake that for nothing.
That's really good. Again, I mean, I feel like you do have a higher power, but in our case, God, I feel like, again, like He just places so much favor on our lives. Like I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Him. Like, you know,
Yeah,
my
for
background. So it's like, man, it's strictly Him, literally.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
putting you in the right place at the right time, always. So going back to like kind of like the fun, spicy, would you get a prenup? And how do you feel about those?
Prenup. I mean, I don't really care about money like that. See, the thing about it, okay, so if they say this agreement, I'm entitled to everything I had prior to, I'm cool with that. So if I make, I'm worth what, 20 million now. So if I make 10 million post marriage, I got to get 5 to my wife. She worth that. I'm a good dude. Like I don't really care about that. As long as you can't come back and take nothing I had before the marriage, I don't really care about that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like it's not no biggie to me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like somebody that's in the trenches with me every day is entitled to what I have. I remember Vanessa Bryant said something. She was like, she made a great point when they was like, oh, you weren't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Right.
You weren't with me when I was shooting in. And she said, and they was like, Drake saying Vanessa gonna get 150 million, and she's like, I don't even know Drake. She's like, who is he? But she said that whatever I got coming is what I got coming. Kobe Bryant don't got to do nothing but roll out of the bed and go play basketball every day. I run this show. I pay all the bills. I take care of all the kids. I control all his businesses. I make all the calls. All he do is wake up and go play ball. And that hit me like how powerful a woman is to your organization, and you can never like know what that's worth. You know what I mean? This man don't got to do nothing but wake up. Like a lot of people caught up in that. And it's just money. It's all right. We know how to make it.
Exactly. I mean, that's a good point, but a lot of people don't feel like that though. Like, so I'm glad that you made that point. That's a really good point, and I'm glad you have that outlook. Hopefully you can change some of our viewers' minds about that. Okay. So
because like if you take something I had prior to you, that's different. Like I work hard to get to where I'm at. Like, but if after that, like we're a team. You got to talk on the phone with me every day.
Exactly.
Like my down times, you there. I got to call you 3 times a day. You gotta uplift me. You gotta go to church with me. You gotta pray with me. So you in the churches with me.
Yeah,
So how you ain't worth something? You ain't worth what you worth.
exactly.
So I understand that. Like I'm just, smart dude, I guess. I understand that.
You're a good guy, for the most part. All right. So, is there anything else you would like to add before we get into the hot topic?
Man, I thought that we was hot.
We
We
ain't
getting hot and
yet.
heavy yet?
It's gonna get spicy. You ready?
Be cool, baby. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna play. Have you ever? You ready? Just a couple questions.
Oh yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, you with it?
I'm with the shit.
You can ask me questions too, so you can find out if I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, okay, so I got my shot glass. I can barely move, people. All right, I'll let you start off.
Drink that up, no.
And you know how you like to do. Okay, I'll let you start off. You can ask me a question first.
What kind of questions we
guest.
asking?
Anything. This is the fun part. Ask me whatever you want to ask.
You can ask me first. I don't know what they ask. I gotta see how you coming.
I'm coming. I'm knocking them out the park. So you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? You sure?
Nah,
you
I'm
blushing.
positive.
You might be a little nervous. Like, somebody might find out the truth about you. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll start off light. Have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah, girl.
I'm starting off light. Okay,
Nah,
go.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I gotta ask you, have you ever had a threesome?
No, you cannot ask me the same question. Like, come on.
Have you ever had a train on you?
No. Ew. Ew. That was the best way you... With...
Girls that had some trains in college. Now, don't play dumb.
No, I haven't, though.
You for
I
real?
was in a relationship all during college.
You ever had it in your butt? Yeah. You take it too long.
Wait, I don't know what the question. You
Have
asked
you
two
ever had it
questions.
in?
You
Okay.
asked two.
Because
No.
that was a weak one.
That-
Have you ever had it in your butt?
What?
Girl, you heard me. Well, she said, say yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Drink if I have, or not drink?
Just say yes or no.
Drink if I have.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Have you ever gotten your ass ate?
Got my ass ate? Yes, I have.
Drink.
Okay.
Finally, a real one.
Got my ass
Finally.
ate by a girl? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Finally, a real one. This is the. I've had so many questions.
I can't
on
stop
this.
a girl when she down there. She down there.
Thank you. Thank you. So it feels good, right?
I mean, I was jumping. I couldn't sit still. But she was
But you
down.
need to relax and sit back because it feels good. Like it actually
I
does.
can't sit
feel
still like that. Ain't no feel good.
Good. It feels good.
It's kind of like, it's like, oh. It's like,
But never mind. But yeah, it feels good. It feels
I
good.
mean, it's a little ticklish.
It's a little ticklish. Okay, I'll go with that. When is the last time you had sex?
Like 2 weeks ago.
You lying.
No cap, 2 weeks.
Okay, so if you bold enough, what's her name?
I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing that.
Okay, go.
When was the last time you drank nut?
Drink nut. Oh my God. Is that a thing? Like, I don't know if you just drink nut.
No,
Ew.
you know you ain't stopped when it came out.
It's been quite some time.
When?
Quite some time.
You remember now? When was it?
Like quite some time ago.
Like when? Give
Like
me a
probably
year.
like a year ago.
A year ago, you sure? About 6 months.
No, like a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the year for now.
We're gonna go with the year. I got a
Okay.
good one for you.
Okay.
Have you ever paid for pussy?
Oh yeah, of course.
Where? In DR? When y'all take your DR trips?
Yeah.
I knew it. Oh my God. How much was it? Why do okay.
Shit, that's what you got to do out there.
Is that like a new thing?
That shit old. I did like 7 years ago.
So how do you ask?
Shit, you don't gotta ask. They just be walking around. They sell everybody in that motherfucker selling pussy.
But you wasn't nervous? Like,
Oh no, I wasn't nervous because the whole town. They say everybody going.
Really?
I say, everybody? They said the whole club. So all you do is like pick who you want. That's it.
And so
Yeah.
how much do they charge?
That shit like 100.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
Well, that's
Damn.
for real. And in Brazil. Same shit.
Damn. You wasn't nervous at all.
Nervous about what?
Are they
No.
cute?
Yeah, they real pretty. DR and Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, but still like
They like groom them to sell pussy over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shit for
So
real.
it's like high-end escorts.
That shit high end, low end, medium end, shit. Everybody
Whatever
selling
you
pussy
want,
over there.
huh?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay, your turn.
Have you ever made a dude give you some money right when he's finna fuck? Like, you can't fuck until you give me some money.
No,
You sure?
I'm positive.
You sure that ain't how you got your head on?
These men can't afford my monthly hair bill,
They can't,
okay?
They look good now. You got the little
you.
colors in there. I see.
Thank you. But okay, I got a good one for you.
Okay.
How many people, like, what's the top number of people you've had sex with in a day?
In the day, like 3 girls in the day.
Wow, was it recently?
No, that shit long when I was like young.
3?
Couldn't even do 3 girls
So how did you do 3 in a day?
Shit, it just came together. Like one girl called me like, "What's up?" early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Like come through. Then another girl in the afternoon. Then one before I go to bed. She.
Damn, you busy, huh? Okay.
You know, I had my day. You know.
Okay. Go ahead, Big Pimpin'.
Have you been with? Don't lie, girl.
All right.
Cause you know I know. No, I'm saying you been with over 25 men in your life.
Oh, this is a good one. Cause the other girl did this the other day. I don't know. I would actually have to sit down and recount.
Well, your shit close now.
Don't even do that. Oh, he trying to be funny. Don't do that. I feel like I can still count on like one
Gotta
to
recount
2
your shit now. Don't be like, oh, he didn't count because it was quick. You know, girls do that
some
shit.
of them don't count. You can X them
Girls,
off.
they say girls always take 4 from their number.
Maybe even more. Like,
I know.
but again, Drea
Don't be-
said your
don't be-
whole card can be deleted. So like, yeah.
Can't be counting niggas.
Yeah, especially if it wasn't like,
So what's up with this thing now? Do they count men and women or just men only? Because I feel
So-
like girls don't count.
yeah, so a lot of people don't count girls if they had girls. Like, when I think about it, I don't ever count a girl either.
Yeah, how many girls you been with? A girl? I didn't know you was on that.
Look at you, like, girl, this was back in my college day.
Ain't no college now. You grown now.
This is back in my college day.
How many girls you been with in your life?
I've had a threesome before.
It was fun.
It was fun in the moment, but then I didn't really like it in the end because, like, I did it with somebody that I liked. Does that make sense?
So what's the most like funnest sex you ever had? Like was it with a guy by itself or a guy girl or a guy 2 girls? Like what makes it like, oh my God, like this shit is fun?
I think you know what's the funniest is like the sneaking around.
Sneaking around, like what you mean sneaking around?
Like I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing it. Like I think
Oh.
that's like the most fun.
Got you.
Like with somebody I know I have no business having sex with. Like
Oh, like
Hey.
being a hoe a little bit.
shut the hell up.
Being a hoe a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so what is your most funny?
My most funnest, I could tell you like the scariest shit, like a thrill, was when I had like one girl upstairs
Oh my God.
and then one girl downstairs.
You lying.
Swear to God.
Which house?
We don't. Those that know won't tell. Those that tell don't know.
So did they know? They didn't know.
Of course they know.
They had no idea.
course
How
they
did you
know.
keep them separated?
Because one was in the bed asleep and one came in the house and went in another bed asleep. And I went to both rooms.
But I know how your houses are. So you have a master bedroom. So the girl wasn't like, why am I not coming in the master bedroom?
Nah, because she knew. So the one girl knew there was somebody else in it and the other girl didn't. So that was like fun, like
Exactly.
Snake.
You on some whole shit.
sneak to another room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
So ladies, next time you in Rob's house, check the whole house. Make sure you by yourself if that's what you want.
That's old now. That's real old now.
Well, I wanted to say thank you. I had so much fun with you, Rob. I think we had some really good time. You shared amazing information. I can't wait to have you back for season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got something fun for you.
Okay, I'm proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking beautiful today.
Thank you. You look
And
handsome.
it was a pleasure.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Until next time on Necessarily Nicole.
Put that shit behind us, but I lied. Hey, look who I'm around, man. If I fucked up,